Hi my loves and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a first impressions of a foundation, and the foundation that we're going to be testing today is the Superstay 24-hour foundation from Maybelline. This is a new reformulated foundation. They had the Superstay out a few years ago. I actually remember it came in a round bottle and you had to like pour it out. It was out a long time ago. I'm starting my video at 1:15 in the day. This is probably the latest I've ever started filming a first impression. Superstay full coverage foundation delivers 24 hours of wear for concentrated coverage and a flawless finish and doesn't fade or shift all day. It's saturated with color pigments, provides an ultra transforming effect in the long-lasting foundation. The lightweight yet high impact coverage formula glides on the skin for flawless makeup finish, lasts all day, oil-free, doesn't clog pores, and dermatologically tested. Wow, try and say that really quickly. So I don't think there's anything else to do but just kickstart the video and let's test out this foundation. With every first impressions of foundation, I'm going to prime half my face. So I'm going to put the Hangover or X primer on this side. I've just moisturized the other, like my entire face, so that's all that's on the other side is just moisturizer. If you guys are looking for a silicone free primer, I highly recommend this. And with every first impressions, I'm going to take a beauty sponge on one side and then a foundation brush on the other, just to see which way the foundation performs better. I have the shade Nude Beige and Caramel Beige. Caramel Beige was sent to me by Maybelline, so thank you very much Maybelline for that, but it is a tad bit dark for me, so I ordered Nude Beige, which is a tad bit pink, so I'm hoping I can customize my color by mixing both of them together. This foundation does come with a pump. You can see the two colors on my hand. Obviously this is the darker of the two. Okay, I think that color is okay. I've mostly used the lighter one and just added like a tiny amount of the darker one. This is extremely full coverage. Like, this has covered up everything on my skin. God, I'm shook to my core, guys. This is extremely full coverage. Really full coverage. You can see how like all my flaws on this side of my face, and this side just looks really good. This looks extremely matte on my skin. There's no dewiness, no glowiness, nothing like that on the skin at all. So if you have dry skin, I would just be wary of that. Sometimes I do have dry patches, sometimes around my eye or nose or something, and it's not grabbing onto anything. So I'm going to go in with the brush on this side. My god, the coverage from this, guys, is insane. Like, it's super high coverage. I don't mean to sound kind of like, oh my god, it's a drugstore and it's really super full coverage, but it is. It's just remarkable. It is looking a little bit drying on my skin. Even though I have oily skin, I just feel like this foundation is quite flat. It's not giving any dimension to my skin at all. I'm only applying one layer to each side of my face because I think anything more than that I might just actually cake it up. But it does look okay. It's not looking incredibly amazing on my skin. I'm not like blown away by the appearance of my skin. But sometimes as the day goes on and my natural oils start to come through, foundations tend to look a little bit nicer. But I'll just show you an up close of what it looks like. You can see it there. It's kind of covered everything up. It is just very flat and matte on the skin, that's what I'll just say. You can see my forehead and stuff. It's not grabbing onto any dry areas or anything like that, like I already said, but I definitely would feel like this would if you do have dry patches on your skin. It's just that kind of feel of a foundation and kind of that appearance of a foundation on my skin. We'll see how we get on during the day. First check-in time is 1:30. I have a missed call from my cousin Dylan, so I better ring him back. I'm gonna go and finish off my face makeup and then I will come back later on and we'll see how we're doing. But right now I'm pretty impressed. I haven't kind of noticed any difference between primed and unprimed side. Actually, to be honest, I prefer the unprimed side at the moment, just the way it's sitting on my skin. I think that the brush applies it maybe a little bit thick on the skin, but it looks nice on this side. This side I'm not crazy about for some reason. It looks a bit more faded on this side, or maybe that's just the application with the beauty sponge. It just didn't give it as much of a full coverage application. Oh my god, what am I trying to say? Anyway guys, finish the rest of my face and I'll be back to you later on. Okay guys, so I'm back for my second update of the day. It's currently 2:37 definitely not going to see that. It's too bright. Foundation's been on for 1 hour and let me see what I think of it. Obviously it's only on an hour, so it's gonna look pretty decent after an hour, I would hope. Most foundations should. I am actually quite impressed with it. It looks nice. There's no difference between the primed and unprimed side. No change since the last time I talked to you guys. My whole makeup look that I'm wearing right now I will link down below so you can see all the other products that I placed on top of it, but everything sat quite nicely on it. It feels really, really lovely on my skin. It feels hydrating, quite light as well on my skin. Airbrush, nothing heavy about it, and I love that feel from a foundation, to be honest, because I can't stand the feel of like lots of product on my skin, even though I love like Marc Jacobs Remarkable, and that tends to have an awful lot of like thickness to the skin, but this feels really, really nice. I like it on my skin. I like the look of it on my skin. It looks lovely on camera as well. But after an hour, I'm pretty happy, but will I be happy with the time to come? Like this bottle claims, it's 24 hour. But will it even last the 10 hours? I hope so. Check in with you guys later on this evening and we'll see how it's wearing. I don't need to show you any up close because, to be honest, it looks exactly the same. Hey guys, I'm just in the door. I was just in town. I got myself a coffee and now I'm sitting down to finally update you guys. It is 24 minutes past 8 currently, which means that this foundation has been on for 7 hours, which I think is kind of a good starting point to check in with you guys. The foundation's actually holding up pretty well on my skin. Like, it has not broke down anywhere at all. The only thing is I am a tad bit shiny. Like, I really, really, really need to blot. So I'm just going to take blotting sheets and actually see what way the oils are looking on my skin. Oh my god, we're a bit oily. We're a lot oily. I'm just oily anyway. I mean, there's no denying my oils. I definitely look a little bit better after blotting, but that's how much oil came off my face. I don't think the primer did much for this side of my face because I can still see it like sinking into pores, and it's gone a tad bit cakey in between my brows. My chin is looking okay and has seeped a little bit into just fine lines around my lip, but other than that, it's looking okay. It's definitely not looking too bad. And I was looking at it in the mirrors when I was in Boots and stuff, and it looks okay on my skin. Like, I wasn't looking at myself going, ooh, that foundation's not great. And usually that's a telltale sign. If I look at my skin when I'm out and about in different mirrors, I'll kind of be able to tell if the foundation looks like crap or not. So I'll zoom in for you guys so you can kind of see what I'm talking about. You can kind of see it there, just the way it has seeped just a little bit into my pores and just a little bit around my mouth, but not really bad. Like, I've had foundations that have done a lot worse. And in between my brows, it's looking a tad bit cakey just in there. You can kind of see where it's sunk into my pores here and here. My pores are always a big issue with me anyway. I am pretty happy with the way it is wearing, so I will try and check in with you guys around maybe midnight, 1 o'clock. So far, I'm pretty pleased. I'm pretty happy, and I think it looks okay. Not disappointed. Hey guys, so I'm just getting washed up and I'm going to bed. It is currently, at this time, 8 minutes past 12. Foundation has been on for 10.5 hours, which I think is a pretty decent time to test what I think of it. I must say I am still quite oily. You can see, like, in my T-zone area, chin and stuff, I'm quite oily, but the foundation has lasted pretty well on my face. I have a tiny bit of fading just here on my jawline. It hasn't rubbed off on my nose or around my head or temples or anything like that. It hasn't really rubbed off much on my chin. I know some of you guys are probably looking at this going, oh my god, she's so oily, but for me, this is really not that oily, and I'm actually quite glad. I think this foundation was actually really, really nice. I'm super impressed with this. I'm definitely going to wear this again. I would stress that this is possibly more suitable for oily skin types, because you can see, like, after 8 hours of wear, it was just getting a little bit dewy on my skin. It had been kind of matte throughout the entire day, so I feel like for somebody with dry skin, it might not necessarily be exactly what you're looking for. I would really appreciate any feedback for anybody who's used this with dry skin, and please leave it down in the comments section below just to help out anyone else, because I obviously don't have dry skin, so I can't elaborate on that. Like I said, the longevity of it is incredible, especially for a drugstore foundation. I feel like it has lasted pretty well on my skin. The only thing is, obviously, my natural oils are coming through, obviously, in the more oilier places. I could put powder on or I could blot like now. It'll just help to reduce any of the oiliness, I guess. Like there's still quite a good bit of my oils coming off. I'm actually super impressed with this foundation and I don't really have much more to say about that. I hope you guys enjoyed this first impressions. Please let me know what you think of the foundation, if you've tried it before or are you interested in trying it out. I will definitely be wearing it again. Can't really say much more than that, guys. Thank you so much for watching today. I hope you enjoyed today's video. And this is a late one for me, so I'm gonna get into my bed. I need to take off this makeup. I don't know. It's looking a bit crazy right now with this hour of the morning. Thank you so much for watching today. I love you guys and I will talk to you in my next video. Mwah. Bye guys.